Hey, what's going on? This is Trevor coming back at you. Hopefully you're feeling awesome after, this whole body starting to move and groove and everything else. Basically, you've worked everything from here down or from the feet up into the shoulders. And you even did work some shoulders in that last video. So hopefully you're feeling a lot looser. Hopefully you're feeling pretty good. And I want to kind of set this video up to say that when you go through all four of these modules and all four of these exercises, there's a lot of stuff, right? And I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I just want you to do the ankle stuff one day, like Monday, and then do the hip stuff Tuesday, and then do the mid-back stuff Wednesday, and then maybe do this video Thursday or something like that. Or if you're feeling really ambitious, do like ankle and hip on Monday, and then do mid-back and shoulder neck Tuesday, and then go back and do ankle hip Wednesday, and then do shoulder neck Thursday, something like that. So you give yourself some variety. Because it's not that you have to work every exercise every day to get benefit. Like Rome wasn't built in a day. We didn't lose this all in a day, and we're not gonna lose it in a day. And what our thing is that the more consistent you get in feeding these good patterns in your brain, your brain is gonna start learning how to move better, walk better, feel stronger, and really start to manage those symptoms effectively with MS, okay? So I don't want you to get overwhelmed. At the end of this series, I'm gonna probably put up a little bit of a PDF worksheet and stuff like that, so you guys can kind of say, oh, on Monday I do this, Tuesday I do this. What might I recommend for me and also my clients? So, now, when you looked at this module, it was talking about better posture, less fatigue. And you're like, what does that have to do with anything? And we're now talking about neck and shoulders, so what does that mean? So, if you think about it, your feet are connected to the ground, and the furthest point away from the ground is your head, right? So, and this thing is like anywhere from like 12 to 14 pounds, right? And I don't want to hear any jokes about if you have more brains or less brains or full of it or not. But, this is a big like bowling ball sitting on the top of your head all the time. And the thing is, it wants to be in a good posture up here. Ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, and we want to be upright. When we start to drop our head forward, our shoulders will follow, our hips will follow, our knees will lock out, our feet will turn out, and then you can't walk. Okay? So we really want to focus on getting a nice balanced neck and a balanced shoulder girdle, because everything else, if you can get strong and stand upright, it actually helps your hips come underneath you, your core kick in, and the body just works better as a whole because the brain is protected, right? When the body is like, oh no, my head's falling forward, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like to look at the ground, so what does it do? It tips up this way. And then these muscles back here on the neck get really, really tight. The muscles in here called your deep neck flexors get really, really weak. Your shoulders start to round forward like we talked about with the pec minor and get really tight. And then the muscles in the mid-back back here get really weak as well. So we end up in this hunched forward posture, which number one, ain't attractive. And number two, functionally, it increases your risk of falling a ton. Okay? So this is the top of the totem pole. Okay? This is the last activation before we get into kind of putting it all together and give you some actual walking balance exercises, all right? So, we already talked about releasing the pec minor, so you can do that same release. Remember, you kind of rub the pec minor out for 30 seconds on this side, get on the wall, and you're just going to rotate away. 1, 2, come back, rotate away, 1, 2, come back, and you're going to do that on both sides. So you can go ahead and you can do your lat pulls and your side tips and your rotations like you did in the last, your rotations like you did in the last video, but you also can do some isolation stuff for your back. So this next one works your rotator cuff, right? Because a lot of people, when they end up having balance issues, really start to get weaker in the upper body because they start to walk like this, and then they go to reach and their shoulders out of balance, and boom, they get a rotator cuff tear. And I do not want that to happen to you. So what you want to do is put your hips against the wall, put your shoulders against the wall, put your head against the wall, and walk your feet out. You're going to turn your hands over like, I ain't got no money. Like, yo man, I want to buy a new car. I ain't got no money. Yo man, I want to buy a new house. I ain't got no money, right? So what you're going to do is drop the shoulder blade down. I'm weird, I know, it's fun. So your hands are going to be open like this, and all you're going to do is focus on just rotating out and back in, okay? Rotating out and back in. And so you can see I have space between my elbows and my ribs because I don't want to be all smunched in like this. You want to be nice and relaxed, just rotate out, come back in, rotate out, come back in, and you're focused on using the shoulder blade to move the arm, okay? Now, the second exercise that you want to do, you want to stay in this position, and this is called a row. A row is when you pull back. Now what I want you to do is I want you to try to I want you to walk your shoulder blades down the wall. You're going to be straight out, and you're going to pull straight back, boom, so your triceps or the back of your arm are on the wall, and now you just want a little squeeze, just a little 1, 2, relax. Reach out, come back, feel the wall, squeeze. 1, 2, reach out, come back, into the wall, 1, 2. So I'm actually coming into the wall this way, so I'm out, come back, I hit the wall, and then it's a 1, 2. Come back out, come back to the wall, 1, 2, and come back out. What you want to avoid is letting those shoulders pull forward. So that's why I'm having you stop at the wall, push into the wall, and come out. So do about 10 to 15 repetitions, both of the no money drill, and then of the row or the pull and the squeeze, or the row and the squeeze this way. Cool? So you have your mid-back and you have those shoulder exercises. That can make for actually a complete workout in itself. Like I said, I'm going to kind of put these together for you at the end. Now, the most important series in this video is the stuff with the neck. Okay, so like I said, when we start to fall forward like this, our head falls, and then this happens with our neck, which is really bad because it puts stress on our brainstem and on our spinal cord. And with MS, we already got enough stress. You already have enough stress with the lesions in your brain, the demyelination, the slowing down nerves, the muscles trying to figure out what the heck is going on, and you really not feeling good. All right? So you're already fatigued, and when your body starts to fall forward like this, you're fighting against gravity all day. Your body literally has to work like 10 times harder against gravity when it's falling forward than if you were up in a nice solid position like this. But it all starts with the neck and the head. The feet and the head have the highest number of sensors in the body, so we really want to get those things turned back on, okay? So what we're going to do with the neck is I'm going to show you this, and I know I have the hat on right here, but I'm going to kind of tip it forward. So I'm going to get down on my knee. So what you're going to do, you're just going to take your hands like this, and we're going to release the muscles on the back. So we're going to be right here, and we're just going to rub right under our skull. So you're going to find your skull right here. There's that line. It's going to be sensitive, so you'll find a spot. So you're going to rub right through here on that skull for about 30 to 45 seconds and find a couple, 2 or 3 different places. Okay? Now, once you do that and we get these muscles calmed down, then we need to activate the neck. Okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, you're going to put your hands, so once you release the muscles on the back of your, or base of your skull or back of your neck, then you're going to work these muscles right here on the front. Now, one of the best ways to do this is to sit in a chair, or you can kneel, or you can be in your car seat or whatever. Take your fingers like this, like I look like I'm Spock. So take these 3 fingers, put it on this side of your chest. This thumb, put it on this side of your chest. And then your chin, your finger's going to be on your chin. You're going to pull your fingers back, or pull your chest back. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to push right in that chin dimple, right here. You're going to push that head back. So you're going to go like this. I know I'm sexy with my double chin, but that's what you want. Make a double chin, okay? So you're going right here, so it's a double chin. 1, 2, come forward. Double chin. 1, 2, come forward. And you can do this sitting on a box, on a chair, something like that. And even put your back against the back of the chair so you don't sit like this, because you want to sit up as straight as you can. Imagine you're holding an apple underneath your chin, and it's a 1, 2, let it come back out. 2, 2, and let it come back out. All right? So that's how we work the neck and the shoulders. So we get everything nice and balanced. We get our head up. We get everything back in alignment so we can actually walk better. When you do this and you're not leaning forward and you're not fighting gravity all day and you got more muscles holding your body up, your body doesn't have to work as hard, right? Imagine trying to, like build an entire house and you have 2 people versus 25 people, right? Everyone's going to work a lot faster, a lot better, and be more happy if there's 25 workers versus 2, right? 2 workers building a house is like an angry bunch of people. And we don't want that. We don't want your body an angry bunch of muscles and nerves and joints. We want everybody working together as a team to really help you stand upright and to get better posture using these muscles and using all 4 of these modules so far. That's going to give you better posture, which is going to let your body rest and not have to work as hard, which is going to save you energy and decrease that fatigue that can just rock you with MS. All right? So, that's what I have to say about that. I'll see you in the next video.